have won the European Cup Winners' Cup.
2, Celtic 1. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. Look at the celebrations there. What a turnaround here this afternoon.
Welcome to Rangers Radio.
What a goal by Steele. He followed that up and whoop, in it goes.
Why not give the show a call on 01413561972.
Rangers open the scoring. Up to Tawdry. 12 minutes of the match remaining.
What a streak.
A stunner from Kenny Miller. Rifles it into the roof of the net.
Or send Fox a friend request on Skype at RangersRadio.online.
He's gone into the middle. McSwegan's in there too. Will it come from McSwegan? There's his header and he scores! What a substitution! Running inside, is he gonna let flies in? He scores! Good ball! Scores for Rangers!
Nacho Lobo with one kick of the ball to take Rangers to Manchester. Rangers are coming! The Scots are heading for Manchester, and you know what? Manchester may not be big enough.
Remember, it's all about the Rangers.
Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel this evening. It's Big Ulster and the one and only Bridgeman. How we doing, Bridge?
Oh, I'm doing
Ulster?
excellent, pal.
Doing well, thanks, guys.
Can I say a big good evening to the guys on the panel and a massive good evening to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans all over the world. A very, very good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
Oh, Ulster. He's on a high. He's been on that Calpo again, I think.
Oh, somebody drag me down.
3 sleeps for us and 2 sleeps for Bridge.
Oh, dear. Can't count them, man. Can't I know? Rubbish.
Thursday, Friday. 2 sleeps for me, mate. I'm out with Fox this Saturday. I'll never get in my bed. You know what it's like when you get with him. Ray Milan, last weekend, Bridge.
Is he desperate to get with you, or is he quite reluctant tonight?
I don't know, mate. I really don't know. He's a strange character, isn't he?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
you know, you don't know him, you know.
I'm sure I heard somebody saying he's in a fine haircut. I don't know whether somebody's taking a video of it or...
I'm saying nothing, Bridge. I was sworn to secrecy.
His hair looked smart the last time, I must admit. It looked quite very smart.
I'm saying nothing, Bridge. I'm sworn to secrecy.
Right, okay.
All
you
right.
seem to be sworn to secrecy as well, pal. You don't want to talk. Tell us about it anyway.
No, no me. Anyway. He'll kill you. Anyway, we're building up to Rangers versus Celtic. Yeah, let's get this title chase on. Let's get the pressure cranked on them. Let's get a victory, Ulster.
Yes, I agree, mate. As I think we've been saying it all week, but as the game gets closer, I'm getting more confident, to be honest. I have a belief in our team.
I'm the complete opposite.
Are you? I normally am. I normally get panic, and don't get me wrong, probably in the morning of the game, the old sicky feeling in the stomach, but like always. But there's a bit of confidence in me, and I hope I'm not being naive, you know. But I have a confidence in our team, especially with the news that hopefully key players will be playing in the game and back and fit and available for us. So everything so far seems to be clicking into place for us. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. It looks as if Declan John's going to be playing, Murphy's going to be playing. So basically, apart from the long-term injuries, we might be picking our best 11, and even Dorrans is back in training, Bridge.
Well, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing he's back in training, but I think, to be honest, well, I think he's a fantastic player. I really do, but I think it's a bit too soon. But you never know. The manager might think, well, let's get right in there, and I dare say him and Mr. Wallace would be the two that would be maybe in more serious doubt as to whether they can play or not. However, I would not put it past the manager. I think the other two, we'll talk about them in a minute anyway, but I think it'd be wonderful to see Dorrans back in. I think he's a great player. And even Mr. Wallace, the club captain, I don't know how the manager's going to work him back in again, but it might just be a wee bit too soon for him.
Even if it is too soon for them, it means the squad, they're coming back. you might get injuries and suspensions in the run-in, and they're coming back to boost the squad, Ulster.
Absolutely. Right.
Exactly, and at a key moment, like, if we get the victory, say, on Sunday, then, as you say, the title fight's on, and you want your best players, or, as much as your squad as possible, fit and ready, and it would be great to have some players back. Like, I know some people think Doran's obviously hasn't done as good as we maybe expected this season, but don't forget, we weren't playing, he probably wasn't playing his best position, and we probably weren't in the best of form, to be honest, either. But I think...
Would it also be fair, Ulster, to say he wasn't really the best manager? Well, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's the truth as well. Yeah, exactly. And I think we've seen players, Windass especially, Tav, and a few others have actually improved their game under Mr. Murray, and obviously the added quality. And I think Dorans would excel in this team.
In this kind of game, it might have been that you might have had him playing as a sort of fifth man, with it joining up the attack. But I think I'm with Bridge. I think it'll be too soon for him. What are you thinking, Bridge? Yes, still a bit soon for Graham. He's doing a Bridge, Ulster. Doing a Bridge.
I'll just quickly take up on that.
So, right, I'm chatting away to you there. I'm actually chatting away to the pair of you. What am I like? The older I get, the stupider I get. No,
I don't think that's possible, Bridge.
I think it's quite quite sad in a sense, given the seriousness of the game that's coming up. But I'd dearly love to see Dorans back in the Rangers shirt. Let's see how the guy can do, because the sad thing is he's never had a chance to show the Rangers fans how good he really is in a sustained run. I think he's a wonderful player. I've thought he was a wonderful player, so hopefully he's going to get that time soon. Hopefully, but I think it's a bit too soon now.
Yeah, for this game, I agree, mate. He might be on the bench, but even then, I'd be surprised.
Yeah,
I'm
the same. I can't probably not be on the bench, but a bit too soon. But it's still great. It's great to see them on the training pitch. It's great to see them back involved, and as I say, at least that means that fingers crossed that operations, etc., have all went to plan. So hopefully in the next few months you'll see him on the pitch.
And I think his wife. I read in one of the forums that his wife's doing a run, some kind of marathon. I think for a good charity. I think it might have been a cancer charity. So if anybody wants to get a look. I think it's Yvonne Dorans, and you'll find a Josh Given page. A worthy cause if anybody's got a few extra shekels with the money they're going to win when we win on Sunday, Ulster.
Yes, hope so, mate. But yeah, that's a good shout out. Anything especially for cancer, I'd be more than willing. So I'll have a wee look at that myself after the show.
Yeah, I'll maybe have a look and see if I can dig it out and see where the Just Given page is. Because fair play, I think she was doing it before the boy came to our club, and something happened and she's doing it again. So fair play to the lassie for having a go. A marathon's 100%. No easy, Bridge, is it? You used to struggle with a Twix.
Oh, for God's sake, yeah, you're absolutely right there. I think I always used to wonder, because sometimes you played, when you're younger, you played and then you went away and somebody else asked you want to play in this game, and you ended up sometimes playing 2 or 3 games, But my God, these marathons are a killer. It must be a killer. Oh. I don't like road running. I never did like road running. When they used to do our training, sometimes.
That coyote used to get bad.
Road runner. Meep. Brilliant. Love it.
Fair play to her. It's hard, mate. It's hard, that kind of anything. That distance is hard. Anyway, we're looking for any callers, always welcome, but we're looking for first-time callers to give their thoughts. Isn't we, Ulster?
Oh, 100%. I'd love to hear new callers and hear their experiences on Old Firm and how you're thinking the team's getting on, etc. Maybe disagree with a lot of the views we have on here, but that's what the platform's for. It's for everybody's opinion at Rangers worldwide, just to give your views.
So the number is, Bridgeman?
0141 356 1972.
Or you can join us at Skype at RangersRadio.online, where you'll be brought in the call to talk about all things Rangers. Right, so there's only one game on my mind, only one thing on my mind. It looks as if Mr. Martin's injured, so it looks as if Bates and Alves will be the defensive partnership. Is that a problem for you, Ulster? Are you comfortable with it?
If I had to choose between the three, Alves wouldn't have been one of them, to be honest. But that's only because Martin and Bates have obviously got playing time together, and I don't think Alves and Bates have any playing time together, if maybe a few, apart from obviously that last game. And I think Alves looked a wee bit rusty. He was giving away some silly, needless fouls. But on the flip side, I think he's due us a game, to be honest. We're a good game off Alves and came off a good reputation. So he needs to pull it out of the bag. He's a World Cup place to try and get himself into as well. So he really needs to step it up any chance he gets here between now and the end of the season. So fingers crossed, he has a great game. And so, as you know yourself, some people can excel in the Old Firm, some people can't. And I hope at the end of the game we're saying that our two centre-back pairing have done a fine display for us. Fingers crossed.
Anyway, we've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Evening, lads. It's Bazza for Clydebank. How you doing, boys?
How we doing, Bazza? How we doing, mate?
Hey, Bazza.
No bad, mate. The heart's pumping. You know what I mean? There's still like 3 or 4 days to go. I think I had a wee dream last night, you know, and I woke up sweating and everything. I'm like, there's still 4 or 5 days to go, you know.
Oh, Bazza, you're a man and a half, I'll tell you, boy. A man and a half.
That happened to Fox. Then he woke up, realised it was his round, and he was all right.
Even worse,
That's it. Brilliant.
What's on your mind?
I think, Troops, I think it's more... I don't know, I think we can do them right on Sunday, obviously. But the thing is, I know I'm getting too confident then. I think it's going to come back and smack you in the face. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're thinking, mate.
That's what's making me more nervous, I think, than I've been in the last few Old Firms. You know what I mean, Troops? It's just...
You're expecting us to play well, but you know that it's a game that even if you're on tap, you can still go either way, mate. Is that what you're saying? Even in the 9 in a row team, when we had great sides, good sides, consistent sides,
good defence, didn't we?
We still didn't win all the games, did we?
Oh, we get played off the pitch, most of them, but we still won them, didn't we?
a lot of the time.
That's a bit of brutal honesty there, isn't it? We get played off the
pitch. See what I'm reading about in the paper, Matt? Well, I don't read the papers, but obviously I had a wee glance in Clydebank Shopping Centre the day in the Co-op.
So what you mean is you don't pay for the papers?
Oh, yeah, fuck, man.
Oh, my God.
Sorry. No, I had a wee glance at the back page of the record, and it had Strachan and Smith. And it's Celtic like badge above the Rangers badge, and it's Strachan's name above Smith's name. And I was kind of like, myself, do you know, what? Do you know? Walter Smith, man, that's a daily rebel for you, do you know what I mean? Then I looked at the back page of the Sun, and the Co-op showed you Graham Souness, which is the back page, just himself, do you know what I mean? Like that. This is good for Scottish football if we win, do you know what I mean? So, obviously it's all paper talk, dingy the media and all that, you know, but...
I think Souness might have a point there, but because obviously it doesn't matter. If you're a neutral and it goes to the wire, it's very exciting and finishing early, you know? But if we do win it, if we do if we win on Sunday, the race is on, mate. Honestly,
everything's been getting out of my head the last since Monday. I would say that it's just kind of after the game at the weekend. It's just I'm 37-year-old and I'm so like having pure dreams like a wee tears here again. Do you know what I mean? So stupid, but
what's your teammate? You're picking the team. You're in the dressing room. What's your teammate?
I would say the team picks itself, basically. If you ask me, I don't know if Martin's it.
It looks as if he's out. It looks as if he's out, but
that's the only thing for me. If Martin is out, I would say I'm kind of happy with that, because I'd have preferred Alves being on there, because Martin's cost us a couple of penalties and they lost for the header a couple of weeks ago as well. So I would prefer Bruno in there, the big Betsy, and then hopefully John and Murphy and that are back. And
it looks as if they're going to be fit. I think you're right. It's a 4-2-3-1 with Tav, obviously, Foderingham in goal, Tav and John fullbacks, Bates and Alves in the middle. Murphy,
definitely.
Sorry, Greg Docherty and Goss, Hodden, Candias, Murphy, Windass and Morelos up top for me. Substitutes. First man is Cummings. and then the rest after, obviously. You don't know who'll be subs after that, but that's the starting 11 for me, mate. That's arguably our best team in my opinion at the moment.
I would say the team basically picks itself, doesn't it?
Aye, people could put. I mean, Jason Cummings, great finish.
That's what I was going to say. Apart from the cum dog, do you know what I mean? After his hat trick, you know, he's a great player to bring on, isn't he?
Aye. He's a great. He looks as if
he can just.
Got a knack of scoring goals, mate, you know, and he's a good finisher. That second goal for me, when he just passed it into the corner, you know, I thought that was a great finish.
Beautiful.
Great
exactly.
Goal.
It's just a wee touch, wasn't it? It wasn't even a hit. You know what I mean? So, hopefully we'll do it anyway. We'll see what happens. But I phoned up that fucking Radio Rebel tonight, man.
Did you?
Sorry. Yeah, Radio Clyde, man. I try not to listen that much, but my dad and all that tries to force me. You know, I'm like, Dad, he's like in his 60s, 70s. I'm like, Dad, these people are at it, and all that. It's an agenda, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, son. They just get the tranny on the background, you know what I mean? So I phoned him up tonight. I had a wee blast with that. Gordon Dizelle and Mark Wilson or something. I was talking about the Rangers' right-hand side, about how we can... I think that's where we'll win the match. We can do this and... Taft down the right, you know what I mean? And they were upset like, I was like, none of these have talked about tactics for the last 3 days. Because they're pure Mongols, you know, no offence to them. But you know what I mean?
You're getting better and better, man.
No, but they don't talk about like actual football, like tactics, etc. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to like European football and all that and going to podcasts, etc., you'll get people who can in-depth about actual how the game was won, like the Spurs game last night and the Juventus defending. Like up here, it's just... it's embarrassing, isn't it?
We've got Bridge for that.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah. That's nice.
Bridge does all our in-depth stuff. Look, when you have a game of football and you watch it, everybody sees it slightly different. That's how people give different players man of the match. People think people done bad things. It's all about opinions, and we try and take all opinions as long as everybody's courteous. It's difficult. Right. It's the internet. Everybody's on slight delays. Things come differently. Sound goes my internet went down last night, but it shows all about the Rangers.
Last night.
Who's
holding the show?
It shows all about the Rangers, and it's all about the Rangers fans, Baz. Anybody's welcome here to join us.
All about opinions. There's me talking about preferring Martin, and then you've got the likes of Baza. He's putting his argument across for preferring Alves, and that's what it's all about. I hope you're right, Baza, by the way. I hope Alves, obviously it looks like he's going to claim it, and I hope him and Bates have a stormer because they're going to need it.
I don't know.
Can you come in there just a minute?
On you go.
I just wanted to agree with Baz that I think now, I think Alves will probably start for us tomorrow. I don't mean start. I mean I think he'll actually play well tomorrow. I've always been a fan of his, but of late, Baz, I've been a wee bit disappointed of late. I don't know whether he intent or no intent.
He's been injured since the new year, but hasn't he?
That's it, you know, and you know, I think he's been carrying a wee injury, but hopefully he's all over it. I watched him the other day there, and there was times when he gave the...
he didn't a wee bit too much, didn't he?
3 or 4 fouls, he shouldn't be going in for them. But I've said this before about these teams. They've got wee wiry players, wee tanner ball players. The ball comes in and we can kill the ball very quickly. And big centre-halves don't quite have much chance unless they're really good tacklers. And when you're going in to tackle a man from behind, he can fall over front, he can fall over sideways. Any way he wants to get a free kick for it.
Can I just quickly correct something that I said? Yvonne Dorrans isn't doing the run for cancer, it's for meningitis. I got it right.
Correct.
Right. So I'm just going to put it in the lobby. I've done it, so I put it in the lobby. The Newshound sent me it. So still fair play to the lassie for having a go.
Exactly. Page on follow as well, aren't there? For the,
I've seen that. We've also been joined by the one and only Wheels. How are we doing, guys?
How we doing, guys?
We've got Gaza and Baz.
Gaza and Baza.
How you doing, Gaza?
How you doing? All right. I heard your call on Clyde 1 earlier, mate.
Did you, mate?
Aye, I was
You're
listening.
the celeb. You're the celeb, Baz.
Fucking hell, I'm not only Barry and Clyde Bryant you support.
What's your line?
Sorry. I'm not only Barry and Clyde Bryant you supports Rangers, you know what I mean?
You might be.
I probably am, mate.
Oh dear. What's on your mind, Gary?
I've actually got some breaking news, or well, at the moment, at the moment it's just rumours. However,
hopefully no injuries.
These guys are really wrong. So,
all right,
I've heard tonight that we are activating the clauses for Cummings.
They're done deals, mate.
And we're also going for James MacArthur in the summer as well.
Yeah, you've been reading forward in it, Gary.
No, it's the four lads.
It's 4 lads. They're usually quite tiny. They get it here the night before.
Quite pleased about that, to be honest.
Well, that'll be good then. That'll be good. That'll settle the squad. I think Jason Cummings could end up a centre forward, depending on what happens in the summer transfer business. Don't know what you think yourself, Bazza.
Murphy's a guaranteed anyway. Murphy's like a sighter. Like, it's not even. It's basically a loan, but it's like. Do you know what I mean? It's
done deal.
It's an actual. It's a done deal. Do you know what I mean? So, I would sign the cum dog. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. Even though, because obviously probably Morelos will go over the summer.
Looks that way.
Then we'll see. But Cummins, definitely. I'll give him his shoes. He's got that big Alice Street about him, like Nicholas. Do you know what I mean? He's somebody like that. Brilliant.
Do you see him playing up front in the 2, Cummings? Or do you think he could play the role that Morelos plays?
Nah, I don't think he could play the Morelos role at all, because he's not got the physicality, do you know what I mean? You know the Buffalo, he's not even that tall, the Buffalo, but his defenders bounce off him. He's solid, isn't he? That's why he's got probably called the Buffalo, you know what I mean? He's a big boy. But Cummings, I think we'd probably need to play with a centre next to him, or 2 up front or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts, Gary?
On Cummings, was that?
Aye, Cummings. Do you think he could play up the top on his own? I'm in the Bazza camp personally, but everybody sees it different.
I'm quite confident, and if I'm honest, I would rather. Obviously, I gave you my team last night.
Yep, you did.
I would rather he plays on Sunday. I've just got a feeling he could torture that defence.
Gary, see if Cummins plays, who do we drop? That's what I'm thinking.
I would drop Morelos if I'm honest, right? The reason I say
that...
There's no way, mate. Wait a minute, right?
We can't drop Morelos, mate. We cannot. I know what you're saying, but we can't drop the Buffalo, mate.
Anyway, lads, listen, we've been joined by somebody who knows everything there is to know about ships. But nothing about and a lot about football. How we doing, travel rugby, mate?
Sailor, stop your rolling. Sailor, leave the sea. How you doing, travel?
I'm doing no bad, Harry.
You might be a celeb on Radio Clyde, but travel rug's a celeb in furniture shops in Scotstoun.
Scotstoun, you're not far away from us, mate.
He knows what I'm talking about.
I know, breaking news for the travel rug. I got out with the dogs today, so the old I'm looking good for a fitness test on Sunday morning to make the game. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be hard to break down the wife. I'll tell you, she's been great there.
We know these stories, boy. We know these.
Oh, I tell you.
She's got the nurse's uniform on. He's not moved for 3 days.
I managed to get out of my bed today, take the dogs out. So that's my first. That's me broke the mould. The old.
What did she say to you? You're still not going to rap football?
What is it I've got?
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia. It's not going to stop me. I'm going to be there on Sunday. Gary. Oh, Jesus. All right. Sorry. I was on Sunday's game, I think it's going to be massive for two people. First one is got for me is Greg Docherty. I think Greg Docherty is going to be the future of your club. If Greg Docherty can go out there in his first Old Firm game and dominate that game, I think I can see us then having we'll have a force for years to come. I think if Greg, this is a massive game for. I know it's a big game for us all, but see for Greg Docherty's first game, see if he can go out there and impose his sell on the game. I think he could put a marker down for years, and I think he could be that spur that we're going to need for the next coming years. And
there's a spine in that team there that is Scottish boys that Rangers related. I know Jimmy Murphy's been about 29-30, but you take Bates, you take Greg Docherty, and you take Jason Cummings, mate. They're young men.
No, I know where you're coming from, and listen, you've sat beside me. You know what I'm all about when these things. I can't handle somebody coming to our ground and strutting about. I want that to be Greg Docherty. I want Greg Docherty to be your Ian Ferguson.
Did somebody tell you what had to be done within 10 minutes when he was sitting next to you?
I know, but here's another for you. I wouldn't put it past that horrible captain of theirs to go and try and do a number on the young boy. But Greg needs to be stronger than him.
According to Mr. Canning, Greg's built, what is it, Spartacus, he said?
He's got muscles built on muscles, he said, or something.
And the other person. Oh, I know. I've named muscles in there. That was I struggled. That was getting out with the dogs today. Anyway, the other one is the manager. I think if we go and get a victory, I mean, I'm happy with Graham Murray. I would be happy for it to at least give him another year. I think the partnership he's got with the director of football, the way that the players seem to be playing for him, it's great. I think he's building what looks to be a very good young and a team that can be cultivated, and we've all got excitement going back to Ibrox. So Graham Murray for me has, in my eyes, should be getting at least another year. But I think if he goes out and gets a victory at the weekend, I think he's going to turn all of the support. I think everybody will then be behind him, and it's a massive game for the manager. That this could be the one. I know there's going to be other games to play against him, but if he can put that marker down and show that we can beat them, and I want us to beat them comfortably, and I want us to beat them with confidence. I want us to walk off that park with our chests out.
I agree with that, mate. I agree with that. But even beat them comfortably, it'll take a 1-0. But I know exactly what you're saying, man.
I want to walk off the park thinking that wasn't a lucky result. That was something that we deserved. And if we can put that marker down, I think that's going to suit, or that's going to be perfect for Graham Murray to then continue to build what he's already started with Mark Allen.
First and foremost, isn't it? We take a victory, isn't it?
I want a good victory.
Can I just ask you something, David? See if we win on Sunday, would you be confident of us winning the league?
It's not in our hands, unfortunately. But have I watched our team and been there and seen us playing recently and think to myself we could go unbeaten to the end of the season? I think we've got that confidence in the team that we could go unbeaten for now to the end of the season. And if we could put a run like that together, then I don't know how they're going to react.
Sorry, it's still game starting tonight if anybody's watching it.
That's
Can you see them dropping more points though?
Aye, I can.
Aye, fucking. Sorry. We can. See if we beat them at the piggery, you know what I mean? It goes down to goal difference points or whatever. The pressure will be on Brenda, and then they'll drop points at Tynecastle or Easter Road, or they need to get into that pitch and come on.
I think the hard one for them if they get when the break happens, if they get a game at Rugby Park.
Aye,
I don't think they don't fancy Rugby
Park.
By
the way, they also could be back at Ibrox again. That's the mess that Scottish football's got itself in.
There's no way that will happen, Hawks. You know that's the last thing that's going to happen.
It'd be brilliant.
I can't see it happening either.
No,
it'd be brilliant.
It'd be brilliant.
I know it would be like, but could you picture it? And no, they'll never let.
We had to go to Pittodrie 3 times one season.
I think the best that we could hope for is for them to get to go to Rugby Park and to go to Tynecastle.
Can I come in the Rocks?
On you go, mate. On you go.
I just want to say, just remember, everybody, this is a big six-pointer, a true six-pointer. And if Rangers win, I said a wee bit of it last night, if Rangers win at the weekend, which I hope we do, obviously, it'll transform, again, it'll boost the confidence, again, the momentum's built and continuing to build. All these things are just pure positives for Rangers. Definitely. We should then be able to get on the front foot for virtually every match. Now, I'm not saying we're going to win every point available between now and the end of the season, but as I said last night, if you win all your games for the rest of the season, we might need a couple of wee favours here and there. But at least
confidence is a big thing, isn't it? See, if you get momentum, you get confidence. Look how confident we are then. Do you know what I mean? So we've won a few games. It's a big thing in football. Do you know what I mean?
But remember, at the present moment, it's a 6-pointer, so we could reduce it. And Sunday we could reduce it, the number to 3 points. You know, obviously they've got a game in hand.
Beat them at the Tigray, and it's down to 3, and then they've got goal difference. So
that's it. You know, all these things are going to matter, but we need to win. Absolutely, 100%. We need to win. And that just shows we've been building up. We've been building up. Truth be told, since the turn of the year here, since the January break, and every single game we've played has turned out to be a massive game. Absolutely massive. Even the ones that we've no won. You know. Sorry, pal.
Bridge, we've been on both sides of the bridge here, haven't we? Where we've had a good lead and we've watched it disappear, and they've overtook us. And the same point where we've been chasing them all the way up to the last game, helicopter Sundays and all the rest of it. And it's amazing what the pressure does. Amazing what it does, and they can say the squad that they've got and how much money they've spent on players. They've not been put under any kind of pressure like this before. So it's going to be a first thing we need to get a result on Sunday, but we can keep.
Did any you see David Brent's press conference today, talking about all the pressures on Rangers? I would say to him, Charlie, all the pressures on them. If we win, know what I mean? I'll try to put it on us, but you know, Murty's not the kind of manager that's going to have a wee kind of shinging with the manager.
There's obviously pressure on us because it's an all-firm game and it's a must-win game, but I don't think
I would say it's on them.
It's a free hit for us. But if we were to win the next, say, 4 games, the pressure then comes on us as well because the expectations start building up, and it's interesting.
Definitely.
Oh, that's great for the support, Travel.
Sorry?
It's great for the support.
Brilliant. And you can see we're selling out our grunt every single
game sold out already.
Commander game sold out. And there'll be the usual clamour for the away tickets. The same boys will be desperate to get away tickets. So it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. We've not had a good team. We've still filled our stadium. So, but you know yourself when you go. You can feel there's just something happening. Everybody can feel it building, and I don't think any is expected anything this season. But you know what? We're all starting to go. Well, you know, that's good. Maybe just happen for us here.
What's that song again? I can feel there's something in the air tonight. Oh Lord!
I thought that was the Wuzzles there.
It was.
Anyway, Bridge, if anybody else wants to join us, what's the number?
The number's 0141356 1972. And please call. Don't think anything about it. Don't worry. Baz will throw Baz off if you want. If you don't want to talk to Baz, it's all right.
Good, Baz.
Yeah. Excuse me. Hope this isn't using my credit.
Got yourself, Baz. Well done.
Sorry, I've got 1,000 minutes talk time.
Don't worry, Baz. If you phone in on Sunday, it's double time.
Brilliant.
You can join us at RangersRadio.online, where you've been brought into the call to talk about all things Rangers. Bazza, who's been your player of the season so far?
I was going to say, as I said earlier on, but I phoned up Clyde in it, and I was talking to Dizel, and I said, my opinion, Tavernier. Do you know what I mean?
All right. Would that be the same for you, Travel Rock?
I would say maybe most improved player. But I don't know about player of the year.
You're
I tell you what,
there.
for the turn of the year, my player of the year would be Jamie Murphy. I think Jamie Murphy's had a great. He's come in there, he's slipped in there, and he's been a very, very important part of that top four.
What about that big boy Bates, man? He's only 21-year-old. I watched his press conference today. And
see the size of him? See the arms on him?
He's a big boy.
There you.
You like Bates? You like Bates? I
like Bates. I think I want to see him getting signed pronto.
So do I. Anyway, can I cut across you? We've been joined by an caller. How we doing, caller?
All right, buddy. How you doing? Great show, by the way, guys.
How we doing, mate? Give your hand. What's your name in the lobby?
My name's Joe. My name's Joe, and I'm from Parkhead.
All right, Joe. How we doing, mate?
You're not doing quite the next one.
Sorry, mate.
It's cool.
What's on your mind, Joe?
I'm just wanting to see a big shout out for our big goalkeeper, mate. I think he's underrated this season. He's saved us a few times. I think the big guys are. As you know, we've been lucky with real goalkeepers for Chris Wood, Gorham, Kloss, McGregor, and I think he's the best one after line, obviously, since Alan McGregor. What do you think of that, lads? Do you think that's a fair point or no?
I think he's got some great assets to his game. He's one of the best I've seen, and I mean this with the greatest of respect. He's got one of the best leaps we've ever seen at the club. But he's got some flaws, but you could say that about any goalkeeper. They've all got strengths and weaknesses.
Absolutely, aye. Definitely, mate. But I do think he is a big part of our team going forward now. Definitely. I just love the big man to bits. I think there's a lot of bears I sit with at Ibrox. They try and compare him to McGregor and Kloss and Gorham. Can't do that, know what I mean? It's a different... Like, the guys...
We got him for Swindon. We got him for Swindon on a free. We got Kloss just after he won the European Cup for Dortmund. There's a difference, you know.
Joe, can I just say what I noticed on at the weekend there when Al was in goals? The distribution was completely different. I think Wes is a lot more calm with the ball at his feet, and I know it can get a bit hairy at times, like it did down at Ayr United. But I think he does push this playing out for the back a lot more. Alnwick seemed to panic a wee bit and would pump the ball out of the park or pump the ball straight out of the park. So on that side of things, I think Wes is a more modern goalkeeper. Shot stopping, sometimes he can surprise you, but then the next thing you're thinking was his position. He gets beat up just a wee bit too often for outside the box for me. But let's hope on Saturday he's one of the Andy Gorham kind of games where just nothing is going to go by him.
Sorry, can I butt in there for a couple of sentences, lads? I totally agree with the travel rug not saying but I think everybody's forgetting. Look at their weak link, that De Vries, that Dutch guy. Look at that Zenit shot. Do you know what I mean? If we power that ball hit long, you know, Morelos loves to smash a ball. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a big worry for them. That's the other part as well. Do you know what I mean? I would go for hitting that goalkeeper all the time, balls and tap with him. And he's not a big keeper as well. Do you know what I mean? He's not like Craig Gordon is like 6'4". He's not that at all. So I would power that goalkeeper. That's another place we can get right in a bit then.
Definitely, mate. No, I mean, when it comes to set pieces and corners and that, we should be right in about them.
See if we get a free kick outside the box and we'll get that Sean Goss. I'm confident we'll get a good chance at a goal, because every time I've seen him hit a ball, it's not been far off a goal.
There's a man.
You've got Taverner there, I know to take him. Big Alves, if he's playing. Lindas can hit a few. Know what I mean? So,
but we've only got one player on the team that's got a left peg, hasn't he, really? Apart from Wes. The goalkeeper's got a left peg, but I don't think he'll be hitting any free kicks.
I know after the Ayr game there were a few people.
Okay, made a mistake.
That,
there's no been a goalie no made a mistake, Joe, is there?
Yeah, aye, that's true, mate. But you've got to take into consideration in that game and all. Pushing a snow, know what I mean? The ball is...
That goal against St Johnstone, man, that sheer up me free kick just before half-time, there was. That was beautiful, man. It didn't even get high into the net. He just done it lovely. It was superb.
Joe, Baz, can I just ask you a question on this? He's not like that young goalkeeper Liam Kelly.
Not seen enough
I've heard him, Bridge, that's what I was going to say. I don't know much about him,
One at a time, Rob. Right, on you go, Baz, and then Joe, come in. On you go, mate.
Sorry, no, I just thought Bridge was saying something about it.
On you go, Joe.
I was asking you about Liam Kelly. Do you want to tell us what you like about him?
To be honest with you, mate, I've not actually seen him playing. I've heard a lot of good things about him. He's a decent big goalie, but I can't really comment on that because I've not seen the boy in the flesh, you know what I mean? But even that guy we've got as a number 2, I think he's a half-decent keeper, I know.
Has to shave that beard butt, don't he?
Very good.
Fucking dye it white and get a job around about December. Aye, well, guys, it's just a quick call to say, keep up the good work, boys. He's a legend, and long may it continue.
Thanks very much, Joe. Nice to speak to you, mate. Thanks for the call.
Joe, I'll send you that money in the post.
Cheers, Joe. Right, guys, cheers.
Cheers, Joe.
All the best, boys. Good luck, mate. We are a people.
We are, mate, we are. And that Baz comes in a couple of times, gets called a legend. We've been here for months. Oh, dear. Travel Rug, you were saying that Jimmy Murphy's impressed you, but player of the season, mate, no, for a few weeks. Who are you going for? So far, so far.
I suppose it would be between Tavernier or Candeas at the moment.
All right, fair enough.
I think Alfredo could get himself player of the year if he goes on a run of scoring goals between now and the end of the season.
So he could win this, mate, with that run he's.
I don't know. I wonder. I know what you're saying, and I think everybody. We can all see what the boys got, but I think we can all see that he doesn't always put it in. And I've seen what he's even written his cell on Twitter that his game's no tackling, his game's no chasing back. But see on Sunday, he better learn to tackle, he better learn to chase back, because if we take a lead against them and they start to throw the boot,
that's what I'm worried about.
It's all going to be hands to pump, by the way.
Sorry to interrupt, but you know yourself, even if we go, you know what Windass is like, he'll only track back. And that's what worries me about that midfield. Neil Flooders, do you know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm kind of worried about a wee bit. He'll put that in Cham and that Brown and maybe throw another couple of bodies in there, but I think they'll do them down the wings. But you know yourself, Windass is, do you know what I mean? He doesn't track back.
Well, if he's no damn he's asked, it's up to the manager to sort it out, maybe take him off or change it. Anyway, Gary,
correct.
Who's been your player of the season so far, mate?
For me, it's got to be Tav, mate. I just think he's been excellent this season. Candeas, since Pedro is gone, Candeas seems to really...
that's quite funny, that, wasn't it? When we all thought he might go in the huff as well with Pedro left being Portuguese himself. It's went the complete opposite.
He actually has, and he's been fantastic. He's got some motor on him. Do you know what I mean? He's just constantly up and down that wing. But no, for me, it's been to have for consistency.
With yourself, Big Ulster?
Candeas for me.
Candeas?
Yeah, I think so. He just doesn't stop. He's fantastic, and the balls he crosses in as well. I think that last game, especially or the away game, Parkhead, I thought Tierney didn't have a hope against.
I was just going to say that.
Candice, he's the unsung hero, isn't he?
He is, mate. He is. And see, to be honest,
he doesn't get the credit, but he doesn't get the credit, but he's doing, man. He's a machine. Get up and down that flank.
Bridgeman, what about you? What about you, Bridge?
I think most of the guys are saying is the absolute truth. If you're going for the whole season from start to finish, I think that Tavernier must get it. But alongside him, not far behind them, may I say, if not neck and neck, is Candice, because they hard worked as a pair for quite a bit of time. But I think the last few weeks with the captain's armband on it, and maybe it's a wee bit heavier on him as well, I think he's been outstanding. And I really do. You've heard me saying those pair, but really there's nobody else that's came from the whole of the season and all the way through. I think Candice improved immensely, but Tavernier has been steady most of the time.
I agree with that, Brad.
He just blossomed this last few months there, particularly captain's armband. I think he would walk it.
As soon as he's got that armband, he's like even get better, hasn't he?
So, Big Bates has been man of the match at Parkhead, man of the match against Aberdeen. He's come in and done a job. He's improved. Travelrog said that Tavernier's the most improved, but for me it would be Big Bates. What the boy looked at, he was going to be raw and not going to improve. I think he's kicked on, and if he improves 10%, signs his contract, he could be the stalwart of our team for years to come. Baz?
Definitely. Did you, I don't know if any of you have heard his interview today on YouTube, the Rangers YouTube channel. Sorry?
If you just bide your time, if you want to hear it.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, but
on you go, mate. On you go.
What I was going to say is, nobody's really heard Big Bates speaking, you know, because he's got Ginger here. Everybody kind of takes a piss at him, do you know what I mean? But he's a big, solid, good defender. Like a big Alex.
Some of the greatest players that ever played for us have been Gingers, so long may that continue.
Hawaiian Sunset.
I've got Ginger.
Strawberry blonde.
I've got Ginger here myself, mate. I'm Caribbean Sunrise with a tint of autumn rust.
We had a what? What was that? Autumn rust.
I'm Caribbean Sunrise with a tint of autumn rust.
Anyway, if you don't mind going on mute, we'll hear from you.
David, just how big a game would you say this is for Rangers this weekend?
I think every Old Firm game's just as big as each and other one. Obviously all the boys are looking forward to it. We're in a good run of form. I think we've won 9 out of the last 10 games. So boys are confident going into the game, and I think that it'll be a good game.
This time around though, Rangers are a lot closer to Celtic in terms of points in the table. Does that give it an extra edge to this one?
I think for everyone outside it can. I think all the fans will feel the pressure, but I think for us it's another Old Firm that we need to go into, and you know, anything can happen in Old Firm. I think we're confident going into the game. Obviously we're close on the table, but no one expected us to be this close on the table to Celtic. And I think in the dressing room we all thought that we could be as close as we can to them. And everyone wrote us off at the start of the season, so I think we've done well so far.
The manager says that he wants to get as close as possible, pushing towards the top. He wants Rangers to be the best team. Do you feel that can happen this season? Is there a title race on, especially if you win at the weekend?
I think we just take one game at a time. Obviously the big game at the weekend. That's what we've been doing since the gaffers came in. We said one game at a time, see how we are, and we've been doing well doing that. So we'll take this game at the weekend and we'll see where we are after that.
What confidence can you take from the last game at Celtic Park, both personally and as a team?
I think as a team, but we could have and probably should have won it with the chances we had, and we defended well. And it's the same again this time. We need to defend well. Everyone needs to put in 110% in these games. I think everyone does, because the atmosphere gets to you, that you get a good pump in the game before the game. So you just need to defend well and take your chances when you get them.
Did you feel that game was a turning point
through your career in terms of you've come in, you've cemented your place after that game, sort of ever present ever since?
Well, I think obviously I came in, I done well in the game, but I don't think there was a doubt for me going into the game that knowing that I wouldn't do well, or if how would I do. I knew myself I'd go in, if I had to be put into the team, I'd do fine.
Is there a feel now that you starting to feel like you're a first choice player here, or a real Rangers player here, that you seem to be sort of first in the team sheet?
I'm just going game by game, and obviously the more I've been playing, the more confident I feel in the games, and I feel like I'm playing better and better each week, and that's helped to have next to me, and Bruno, Russell Martin, everyone helping me along the way, and obviously the gaffer as well for keeping him in the team.
Suggestions this week that Russell Martin might be fitness doubts ahead of the game. You obviously get Bruno Alves there as well. I mean, how do you feel playing alongside them? You feel sort of comfortable with whoever it is that's alongside you?
Yeah, as soon as I came into the team, I mean, I played with Danny Wilson when I first came into Rangers, and he was great. I played with Russell, great. Played with Bruno, great. Everyone's, top players to come here. No one signs here not being a top player, so they're all top players to play next to.
Is it that chopping and changing though? Is that take some getting used to, or is it just the fact that these guys, as you say, are good players that make it?
It is a bit different, yeah, but it's top players, you know what I mean? Like you go and play next to the top player, it's going to be easier than what you make it out to be.
You said you had belief in yourself in that game at Celtic Park. How did it make you feel, the positive reaction that you got from everyone outside of here after that?
That was good, yeah. I knew myself that I could go and do a job, like I said, and it was no real shock to me. Like, to be honest, I went in, done my job, done it well, defended, done the basics, and sometimes you just need to do that, so it was good. Is
it nice though to hear that was such a positive response to that, and does it give you more belief?
Well, you try not read into too much, because you know you could go out the next week and have a bad game, but yeah, it was obviously good to get some good comments and people maybe realising that you are a good player, so that was good.
And does that make you relish this one even more?
I think they're all just the same, aren't they? I played in obviously the semi-final last year, and I came into the game in December, so no, it's just all the same.
We heard that the dressing room cheered when you found out you were getting Celtic in the cup as well. Is that a sign of how positive you feel about playing them, or what was behind that?
I just think that we obviously won against Falkirk, and we're buzzing to be in the next game, the next round, sorry, and whoever got would have cheered anyway. But yeah, there was a cheer, so we're just happy to be in the next round and a big game.
Walter Smith said today that Rangers need to win this one to show the world there's a title race. So how do you feel about it? How does the dressing room feel about that?
Like I said, we just need to keep going game by game, and if we do get a good result tomorrow, Sunday, it obviously brings it closer. But Celtic still have a game in hand, and they are 6 points in front at the moment, so we'll just concentrate on the game on Sunday.
From the draw at Celtic Park, how much has this Rangers team progressed?
I think that obviously the gaffers came in and he done well before that as well. He didn't really have much time to get the team close together and do what he wanted, put his mark on the team. But obviously got the winter break, so he had 3 weeks to do it. Went to Florida. It was a good trip. He put his stamp on the team, got a few signings, and it's kicked on quite good recently.
In terms of the new signing as well, how important is it, to have experience in this derby, to know what it's like, to know what you're going into?
Yeah, well, we've got Kenny, obviously we've got Waldo. I mean, Kenny scored in a lot of games, so we've got boys like that about the building telling us how it is. But I mean, for especially the Scottish lads, we all know what it's all about. A lot of the boys are Rangers fans in there, so everyone knows what it's all about.
Do you think having a core of Rangers fans at the heart of the squad, gives it that bit more of determination to get the result as well?
It could do, but I think that everyone's going to be up for the game. I mean, everyone knows about the city they're staying in Glasgow, so I think in this week especially, the fans will let them know if they see them in the street or walking past that how big this game is.
In terms of the Rangers are at home, good positive momentum. Who would you say is favourite for the game on Sunday?
Well, I think that everyone probably coming into the game will write us off. They have written us off on every other occasion, but we're not really looking at that. We're just going into the game obviously confident for the last few results, and hopefully we can get a good result.
People are writing you off. How big of a message would it send then if you do go out and beat Brendan Rodgers' side?
We're not trying to get too far ahead of ourselves. We're just getting on with the task in hand, and obviously we've been training hard this week. The boys have been in doing recovery and try to get as fresh as possible for Sunday. So we'll see what happens.
David, your name has been mentioned in terms of Scotland honours, and obviously national teams get on the hunt out for some new centre halves. Is that something that has crossed your mind yet? Obviously you're now a regular in the Rangers team. Is it something that you think you can make that next step up?
I'm just really concentrating on the games, the Rangers games, and try to keep my place at Rangers, which is tough obviously with the centre halves at the club. So if I keep carrying on like that, I think other things like that will take care of themselves.
Do you think a game like Sundays is the platform to show that perhaps if you are capable of taking that next step up?
Yeah, I think it is. I think all the big games are like the Aberdeen, Hibs, Hearts. I mean, if you can perform at the big games like that, and you have to go and show that you can do it against the so-called smaller teams, that you're good enough for that next level.
Is Alex McLeish somebody you've spoken to or anything like that? Is that something that you're hopeful of perhaps breaking in his squad in the next few months?
It'd be good, yeah, but like I said, I'm just concentrating on the game in hand. Like the Rangers is first, first and foremost Rangers. Try to keep in the team, stay in the team as long as possible.
There were accusations in the past that Rangers maybe didn't have the physicality to compete with Celtic. Do you think that's changed now in the past few months?
What do you mean by physicality?
Well, they weren't physical enough in their approach in the games that the Rangers lost heavily to Celtic.
I'm not sure, to be fair. I think that the physicality, I don't know if that comes into it. I think that maybe before we've not been at it at the game and Celtic had been at it, and you'll see the difference in teams. But when we're at it, we're a good side, and I think if we go into Sunday and we're right at it, we'll have a good chance.
Well, I took a trip to Eyebrow, my favourite team for to cheer, where they were playing the Glasgow Celtic on the first day of the year. Now the ground was filled to capacity as the teams come out to play. The animals sang the soldiers' song, and the people sang Dolly Gray. Now half-time it came and went, and the Glasgow Celtic were in the lead. Finian Tully was running everywhere, shaking his rosary beads, while the green flags they were flying high. Celtic hearts were full of pride. The second half, sure it started, and the Rangers they turned the tide. Won't you play up the Glasgow Rangers? Oh, play up the boys in blue. Oh, play up the Glasgow Rangers. We're here to cheer for you. Now the ball goes out to Waddle, and from 30 yards he did score. Sure you couldn't hear your ears at Ibrox Park, for the sash my father wore. Oh, play up the Glasgow Rangers. Sammy Cox is on the ball. He slips it through to Willie Woodbarn, then on through to Ian McCall. McCall to Billy Simpson. Oh, here come the boys in blue. Well, Simpson beats the Celtic centre half, and then goes number 2. Now the Rangers fans are roaring. Jardine Young, he takes a free onto the head of William Simpson, and then goes number 3. Well, it's 3-1 for the Rangers. That was the final score. A happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Celtic once more. Yes, a happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Celtic once more. Yes, a happy new year from Ibrox Park, for Rangers beat the Fenians once more.
Yeah, you back, Bridge? Go back.
I hear you.
Who was
Yes,
making
I'm
the
back,
cheese?
pal. I'm here.
Who was making the
Bridgeman.
cheese?
I'm sneezing and
Bridgeman.
coughing, so forgive me.
Hey, can you do that on mute?
Aye.
Did you enjoy that? Anyway, we'll start with Bazza, but we've also been joined by Mount Vernon. Evening, Mount.
Evening, gentlemen. How's it going, guys? All right?
Oh, Mount
All right,
Vernon.
Mount.
Aye, no bad, mate. No bad. That's a battle fever kicking in a wee bit now as well, eh?
Just a wee bit, just a wee bit.
God.
How you doing, travel, mate? How you keeping, mate? Hope you're well, mate.
I'm getting better, getting close.
Good to hear,
He's
buddy.
got the
Good to hear.
sniffles, mate. He's got the sniffles.
Aye, well.
Bazza, did you enjoy David Bates' interview?
I'm still here. I as I said to you, I heard it earlier on YouTube. I thought it was a brilliant interview for a young boy, 21-year-old.
It's a young man.
Rangers first and foremost.
He batted it after, didn't he, with that Sheila and all that. Do you know what I mean? I loved that. And he went like, excuse me, or something. Like, what kind of questions that kind of thing, you know what I mean? The big man, he's been told, you know what I mean?
Rangers first and foremost, Baz. That's all we need for your players. That's all they need to say. Fair enough if they want to go and get international, but first and foremost, it's all about the Rangers.
Definitely.
Did you hear the interview, Mount? He's an impressive
Yeah,
young man, isn't he? Young man. He's only young. I think we forget how young he is.
Yeah, I mean, I think speaks very well. Speaks like a Rangers player. He's obviously for good stock as well, I believe, Oxford. So,
tell you what, Mount. Even though he's a ginger, he's a big, handsome-looking boy. He must do some pumping, eh?
Well,
I'm a ginger, no. Caribbean sunrise with a ton of bottom rust.
I can't possibly comment in big dates that side.
He's a big, handsome-looking thing, isn't he? He's got chiseled features.
It's no
He's going to look great with that captain's armband.
You've been on that boat for too long.
Too much of a selling for him, by the way, I'm telling you.
He's a fox.
The only thing that slightly concerns about me is we've not got him tied up to a long-term deal, guys. You know, I think the young man really, I think he really deserves a long-term deal with us. He's very, very impressive, you know.
I'm the same as you. I'm of the opinion, or I'm hoping that it's more like the boys said, look, I'm going nowhere. Don't need to worry about it. We'll sort out a contract.
Mm-hmm.
But
supposedly he's not.
One at a time.
Sorry.
Three trying to put it at one time. I'll say your name. Travel Rug, then Bridge, and then Bazza. On you go, Travel.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying. I think I'm hoping that the boys just went, look, I'm going nowhere. And you can even hear the way he speaks there. He obviously has got a love for our club, and he can see himself having a future at our club. He can probably see himself being the number one centre defender at the club just now.
Information is that's the same as that your wife said to you. You're going nowhere when you go back.
Very good. No, I was just saying it to young Mount. Good evening, Mount, and Travel there. I agree with you. I said it earlier tonight, and I've been saying it for the last few nights, that it'd be magic if we get him tied up, and that'd be a good, shall we say, an important loose end settled up, because he has played exceptionally well, and he looks. Every inch he looks starting to be a Rangers player, and that's what we need. The guy's great. He's been superb for us, absolutely superb. And Oxtier was saying that just earlier, he thinks that Big Bates has been a really good player, possibly getting close to man of the season, player of the year type of thing. Well, he is quite close to that. He just didn't play the whole season. That's all.
Bazza, any comment?
This is to everybody here. Do you think Bates got a young Alex McLeish? I don't know. This is probably better Bridge now, because no offence, Bridge, but you're a bit older. Like you remember a young McLeish coming through with the red hair. And do you think Bates reminds you of that a wee bit?
I feel I have to say no to it. I like he's an all-out centre half. the greatest extent of the word. But he still seems young. I think one of the boys mentioned that they forget how young he is. He's young.
21 or something.
Yeah, but with that youth, for a centre-half, he's quite gangly, you know. Tall, slim. As he fills it, it'll be brilliant.
Sorry to interrupt, Bridge. My dad keeps saying to me, he reminds me of young Alex McLeish. And he's guaranteed assurance for the Scotland team, and I think it's Monday or something now, when obviously Big Eck watches the Old Firm game on Sunday. So my dad's like that. He reminds me of a young Big Eck, you know.
You think that's where
I don't know if it's the red hair, but
McLeish is similar, a bit smaller, I think, than David Bates. Not much. But obviously they've both got the same sort of colouring, and they play the same position.
Correct, aye.
I would say that McLeish was less physical. He was a slighter player as a young man than David Bates. Bates is a big unit.
See what I was going to say to you there. See, when I didn't realise how strong see, when you watch Bates on the TV, etc., away games up in Aberdeen, that you think he's just a big 6'4" gangly guy. And then I watched that YouTube video today, and I looked at his arms and that, and I was like, he's a big strong boy. And I was like, he's going to the gym with Greg Docherty.
Fair shout. Mount. And then Ulster.
I think Big Bates is a cracking player, mate. I really do. I think it's testimony now that we're actually debating. I think we were debating last night whether, you know, who's going to be partnering Bates, and I think that's testament to his ability. You know, I really do. I think the young man could be, you know, him and maybe Ross McCrory could be, you know, the Rangers centre halves and the Scotland centre halves, and potentially, you know, the captain of Rangers and the captain of Scotland type scenario for us, and you know, with the young men coming through. But I've got to say as well, it's just fantastic to see such a talented young boy sort of flourish. You know, when he first came in, there was concerns over his passing ability, you know, other things like that. But I think the boy's defending, and I think his passing is coming along. But I just love seeing young Rangers men in there. It's just brilliant for me. That's where I'm so passionate, is to see young Blue Noses in there. And
talking about young Blue Noses, we've been joined by Rudy Bear, but we've also been joined by Lairdy all the way in Australia. How are we doing, Lairdy?
Yeah, morning, fellas. How you going?
How we doing, mate? What's on your mind?
Excellent.
Good day, mate.
Really looking forward to the game on the weekend. Yeah, I think we can all see if it's not going to be this game, it's going to be in the next couple of years. We're certainly making progress and going to catch them, but it'd be great to start it here. I guess my thoughts on the game would be there's a lot of hype around what we can do going forward, which I agree with. No doubt we're going to create chances, but I fondly remember back to the days where we had great sides going out and Goff was sliding in, making tackles. Gorham was making great saves. I think we're going to need to defend great.
If you don't lose a goal, first and foremost, you'll not lose the game. That's important there.
It is, no doubt. And going back to that game at Parkhead there, I remember I just thought Candias that day worked back great. And one of the moments for the game for me was when, I reckon it was McCrory put a tackle on Brown in the middle of the ground. And you could sense through the screen that the whole crowd lifted, the Rangers supporters lifted. And that sort of moment, I think, gives energy to players. And I guess that was my last point I was going to make this morning. Just to those supporters who have the great fortune of walking into Ibrox. I remember my brother, who has been, I've never been back there, but my brother came back and I could sense the excitement in his voice when he told me about going there the night they played CSK Moscow years ago. And he spoke about the atmosphere that, to all those supporters who go in, don't take it for granted. It would be like everyone all over the world, to be so many people would just give anything to get in there, to experience what you experience on a regular basis, that roar your lungs out and let's scare this mob out of Ibrox with their tails between their legs, because we're a genuine chance.
Can I come in there, Rox? Yeah.
Let's go to Rudy, mate, and then we'll bring you in, mate, because Rudy's just finished his fourth course. How we doing, Rudy?
You the gents, everything's smashing here, everything's fine, yeah. Get a wee bit nervous now about the weekend, start to get the old butterflies just thinking about it.
Rudy boy.
Is it only a mini Scottish breakfast you have in Old Firm, or is it the full?
Oh no, it's the full Scottish. It's full Scottish.
Listen, he's not that nervous. Nothing puts Rudy at Rudy off his
You're just talking about the boy Bates there. I think he's already knocked back his first offer of the contract extension or something, isn't he?
That's fair enough, isn't it?
You know, it is. I think that's a regular thing, though, isn't it? You know, I don't think the boy wants to leave, to be honest with you, and I hope he doesn't. He's just a good old-fashioned centre-back to me. I mean, that's what we were talking about the other night, and he's getting better, I think, as the time goes on. I mean, he's still a young guy as well. I mean, centre-backs...
Ages with myself, mate.
Right. Centre-backs don't mature till they get into their late 20s sort of thing, you know, so he's got ages to go, years to go, the boy, you know. I mean, he doesn't want to leave. He'll not go, that boy.
Lairdy, who's the players that's impressed you since the new year?
I like Doherty a lot. I reckon he's got that little bit of grunt about him, but a couple of the moments he's had in games, I reckon he put Murphy in one game with a great ball and Windass in that one of those last games. It just shows a bit of creative vision that we've probably lacked for a long while. So I reckon he's the one. Murphy's been terrific as well. And then I reckon just all the other guys we've had have just flurried around that bit of quality coming in. Hello?
Hi, can you hear us okay?
Can I ask you something, Lairdy? This form improvement, has it shown up that Pedro Cachina was a mistake, mate?
Yeah, I would think so. Like everyone, I wanted to try to warm to the bloke and I wanted to try to see it exceed, but unfortunately, you always had that underlying feeling that it wouldn't work, which was sad, but look, it's an experience that you got to learn from, and hopefully we don't make something similar again.
Yeah. You back me as Gary?
I sure am. Sorry, I had internet problems.
Oh, tell me about it, mate. I had it last night.
No, I'm back.
I had it last night. All right, good. We're back. We'll go run you. We'll get everybody in a minute. So I think we're all pretty much got the same team, and everybody's been impressed by the young guy Bates, the way he conducts himself. Future captain, Lairdy, and then Bazza.
Who was that, Bates?
Bates. Centre half.
Not sure yet. Look, I reckon he reads it really well and he intercepts. I think we ought to see it over a bit longer term yet.
Fair comment.
Yes, I'm not sure. I like how solid he is. And he played a terrific game the last game against Celtic. His record against Aberdeen's good. So against the tougher sides, he stood up really well, which is a big tick to his name. But, a bit longer yet. Doherty for mine, he's the one. And McCrory, we've got some fantastic young kids coming through. So hopefully we can hold on to them for many years and enjoy some success with them.
What colour is Doherty's hair, Bazza?
Gengi. Caribbean Sunrise is a tint from rust.
Brilliant. Well said, Bazza, well said.
Let me change that Gengi, really. It's strawberry blonde. It's not wrong mate, to be Gengi anyway. It doesn't mean you're a fiend if you get changed to hell, you know what I mean?
No, not at all, mate. Not at all.
You've seen my modern, it should be fucking get through you, know what I mean? Sorry.
You're not a rude Clyde now.
They're all soft, you know what I mean? But they're all red-headed, you know what I mean? If quite right, they're all this big Scottish thing, doesn't mean you're Irish or blah, 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 but anyway.
Big Bates, future captain for you, mate?
Definitely. I think Big Eck will be at the game on Sunday. That's how they stopped he was meant to come out with the Scotland squad on Thursday, I think, and then he's postponed it to Monday, so I think he'll be looking at, I think Bates will be in there, Doherty and Murphy in the Rangers team. I don't really know how much.
Candace's granny Scottish?
Sorry?
Candace's granny Scottish?
Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? Honestly, she that be the best left back in Britain, Kieran Tierney. Oh my God, he must be
in the world. In
He
the
doesn't
world.
need, exactly. He doesn't even need to worry about convenience. He's tough and all. Look, he must be. He's probably sleeping in it. Maybe listening to Rangers Radio like that. Right, I've no Sinclair now to help me. What am I going to do, mummy? They're going to get pumped.
Big Ulster. I think you're we'll not go into the hair colour, but Big Ulster.
Strawberry blonde.
Is Bates a future captain for you? Tall, athletic, strawberry blonde.
Could be
Does
me.
he make him a football player? Does
I'd be a cap.
Handsome.
I like Big Beardsy, to be honest. Yeah, he could well be. You know what I mean? The boys have said a few names there. McCrory as well. You've got Doherty as another one. This is great to see. You know, a year ago, guys, we couldn't. I don't even think we could give you a player of the year, to be honest. Now we're
a year ago, 6 months ago.
6 months exactly, and now we're having debates about who could be captain. It's absolutely fantastic. There were so many good players now, but Batesy could be a good shout. I think I don't know. I think Doherty for me a bit like Travel Rug. I'm excited with Doherty. I think Doherty could be pivotal for us for years to come. Fingers crossed. He looks like an absolute great talent, but Batesy as well. Distribution sometimes isn't the best, but that'll come. That comes with experience, and he will learn that. But for me, some players excel, and some players can fail in the big Old Firm games. And for Bates not even to be starting that last Old Firm and to come in the way he had to very early on in the game and play as well as he did, that says a lot for me. So I hope we sign him up as soon as we can, to be honest.
Mount Vernon.
As I said, I think Big Bates has got to be a must to get signed up. I think his qualities have been shown. The boys are very, very great. He's a very, very good old-fashioned defender. I think the crucial thing for me is building the team around boys like him. McCrory, Doherty. We've got a great spine now in the team, I feel. Good quality in the spine of the team. Half decent goalkeeper, half decent centre half pairings, but I just think Big Bates and McCrory are the future potentially for us, and I just can't wait to see how they get on. I'm just really, really excited with them.
Rudy?
I think Bates could do sell a world of good as far as his contract extension goes on Sunday. If he has an absolute blinder of a game, he was man of the match, wasn't he, at Parkhead in the New Year? I think if he does the same again, he has a great game and we're going to win it, I think he'd do sell a world of good. I think, the club would be looking to sign him up even quicker if that was the case. If he proved he can do it against him on a regular basis, especially, as I said, if we win the game. I'm had to have the boys signed up now, get whatever the problem is. I don't think there is a problem, really. It's just sort of contractual stuff, but get it done quickly, because the thing about these boys is the likes of McCrory, Doherty, Bates, Ryan Jack to a certain extent, these boys are going to be your future. So these are the boys we're going to have here for the next 3, 4, 5 seasons. And they're the ones that's going to take us to that next 55th league title. So they're going to be a huge part of that, and that's what he's going to be. As I says, blinded a game at him on Sunday, and he should get the contract right away as far as I'm concerned.
Well said, mate.
All right, Lairdy. Graham Murray, what's your thoughts on him, the job he's doing?
Yeah, very sound job. He took up an awkward position at a time when players' heads would have been all over the place. To be able to galvanise them and now see them as what appears to be a really happy squad's credit to him. These will be the acid tests now, won't they? That he's done well to this point. He's got some good, solid results against Celtic, 2 draws, but we need to start seeing positive result. He's still playing with half the wage budget going against us here at the moment, but to this point, he's done a really good job. He gets a real trial over the next 3 games that we play them out of the next 11. If he could get some positive results, I think he's earned it.
What would be yourself, Bazza?
I was listening to Lordy there, and what I would say is basically Murray wins. How many games are left? 8 or 9 or something?
I think 9 in the league and 2 in the cup, hopefully.
If he wins 11 games, he gets the Rangers job. Put it that way. Simple answer. He wins 11 games. Do you know what I mean? He's a manager.
You're a hard taskmaster. You know, I hope he does, mate, because potentially that could win as a double. I know the league's not in their hands, but it could win as a double.
On the Scottish Cup, exactly.
Aye, you're right, mate. You're right. It is factual. If that happens, we'll be pretty close in the league if we don't win it, and we'll win the cup if that happens. One game at a time, as Big Ben says.
Yep.
You know. So, man, what's been on your mind, mate? You were a wee bit late in.
Aye. Just the battle fever's kicking in a wee bit. Sort of thinking about lineups, thinking about if it was good debate last night. I thought on potentials for playing up front, but
I can't lead them for 5 minutes.
Aye. I just, as I said, I'm just buzzing, mate. I'm just hopeful. I'm just so, I'm just praying. I'm praying to God that we can get a result on Sunday. Because I think the boys deserve it. The Rangers fans deserve it big time. It's just, the 6 years, 7 years that we've been through. I think if we can get a result against them, beat them, I really do think it'd be a turning point for the club. I really do, mate. I think it would give us the springboard, the belief. I'll be really honest with you. I know it sounds mental coming from a Rangers fan, but the league's not really anything. I'm not really that fussed about the league, innit? I think
the pressure's not on us yet, man.
No,
the pressure's not. If we win the next 4 games, the pressure would start.
And I think I'll be honest, guys. I think for me, it's about the performances, and I've said this all along. It's about attitude. If the players' attitude's correct on Sunday, we'll give ourselves every chance. I really do. I believe that we can go out and be positive, but be mindful as well. People like Josh Windass work hard. Work back, track his man. Put pressure on their midfield, put pressure on the right areas. Then I think it's all about application and attitude. If we can do the dirty side of the game, the hard side of the game, I just can't see as I can't see us not coming at it favourably. But it's like every old firm game, you get into, you never know. But as I said, I just believe that if we can put the application in and the attitude in, then I don't think we'll be far away, Austria.
How important for you Lairdy and Sunday is that we keep our discipline?
Huge. In saying that, I was going to say, I reckon the first 20 minutes, we need to be physical. We need to make sure we're up for every tackle. Because, I reckon, I go back to that Parkhead game, I think we've got on top in the second half that day. And I got the impression at the final whistle that we could have played for another half an hour. We looked like we had energy, we were up. And I think that comes on the back of, being able to stand up in those physical clashes. Crowd gets involved, and when the crowd creates the atmosphere at Ibrox, that's energy for players. So we're going to be up and about, but at the same time keep that cool head, because it's probably been a while, I think, since someone's been sent off in an old firm game. And I did say to someone earlier in the week, it's probably due. So let's hope it's one of them off.
Mazza, how important is it for you? Sometimes you go to play with the head, not with the heart.
Correct. I'm listening well. It's good to listen to all different opinions, In my opinion, I think the crucial part, obviously the game, as I said earlier on, doing the flanks with Tavernier and Candias. But I would say, see if he sits somebody on Brun. Brun's not a great player, but I've watched the last few Old Firm games, they've pumped us at Ibrox. Fucking, sorry for swearing, but there was nobody on him at all. See, the thing is that I'm worried about, Windass isn't good at, look now, he would all go to town. We need to put somebody on him, and people are going like Greg Docherty, but he doesn't put that position. Bruno actually comes behind their defence, do you know what I mean, to pick up the ball. So it's kind of, it's a kind of swing to two, do you know what I mean? Who do we stick on him, or do we just go and do our own thing, and then, you know what I mean?
I think there's two roles, and I'll go to Bridgman with this one next. There's two roles, mate. There's what you do when you've got the ball, where Windass should be making runs and making all sorts of runs. And then when we've not got the ball, his first priority should be killing the space for Brun.
Definitely, yep.
Bridge.
Yeah, I think he's right to a certain extent. The difficulty is it depends how the shape they're playing in. But if they're playing with Brown just patrolling in front of the defence, then it would have to be like Windass or something like that. I would need to do that. But I don't know whether Windass has got the physicality.
He doesn't. He only has to be in his
I know that he needs to
proximity,
be there.
mate.
I understand that, but sometimes it has to be. Yeah, sometimes it has to be physical against Brown, as you know. You know what he's like. He can be pretty bad.
Excuse me, sorry, can I butt in there? No offence, Bridge, but see, the New Year's game, they Cranchard on Brown. You know what I mean? That's how bad it was. You know what I mean? You don't need to be physical. All you need to do is put somebody on him, and he doesn't dictate the play.
Talking about people that like to get physical, we'll be joined by Big Al. How we doing, big man?
Use the proper. It's the global ambassador, man.
Oh, sorry, the Mr. Global Ambassador. Sorry, Al. I apologise. I feel as if I've not only let myself down, I've let my family down, I've let my country down. Sorry, mate.
You've let your team down.
All right.
What have I got to say? First thing is Hot Wheels on.
Who?
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. He's here. Hot Wheels is here.
I'm here, mate. How you doing, brother? I just wanted to say that to you, Hot Wheels. I feel as if I'm getting away with something here. Saying you're a friend. That's okay. Is the one and only Travel Rug there?
He's just strapped out, mate. I think the missus has just put the nurse's uniform back on.
Oh, excellent. Is he still wearing their knickers? Anyway, I thought he used to wear them at the games.
He'll be back on now, so he will be.
I'd just like to say to him, I hope he's getting better. Now, well, what I say was another excellent show, actually, really good. And I'm glad you are all getting on board with the big baits. I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so, gentlemen. I spotted that months ago with the guy when he first came into the team. He's a man of the match performances week in, week out. Somebody mentioned him and McCrory, future captains. I've already said that. I think he's got the look about him first and foremost. His interview carries himself well, same with young McCrory, and I think that's the future. The two of them as our two centre-halves. And obviously we've got Spartacus in the middle of the park now.
Spartacus.
Yeah, solid, the young boy. You wouldn't like to get a bite off him.
Oh, you can get an apple through a letterbox.
A melon through a tennis racket. But no, I'm looking forward to his battle in the middle of the park. And I think he'll come out and top. I think he'll come out and top on Saturday. And it all bodes well. It really bodes well for the future. That spine is solid, isn't it? Have we got any young strikers coming through? I don't know, as Ibrox there, but a young striker that's actually bred by the club.
The boy, who's the boy? Zach Rudden that started scoring all the goals. He's doing it as a young man. He's now started doing it against teams like. Who was the team we played? It was a Spanish team we played
against Milan, didn't he? AK Athens.
AK Athens, you know, so they're starting to come to the fore.
That's good.
Ryan Hardy's contract's up this summer. I'll be interested to see how that pans out. And Nelson, your mind, Mr. Global Ambassador, sir?
If I can mention my two players of the year, and this is really directed at Travel Rug, that'd be Kenny Miller and Lee Wallace, and the fact that they've got player of the year, they haven't been playing. I'm sorry he's not on here to retort at that, but I hope he's choking on his soup or whatever he's doing.
Chicken soup.
The player of the year, chicken soup. I don't know. The player of the year is a hard one. I think Morelos must get it if he becomes, and I think he will be the top goal scorer in the league. So I would get to Morelos just for the sheer fact he's the top goal scorer for me.
All right, fair comment. I think what's great what you're talking about. You're talking about Bates. You're talking about Doherty. You're talking about Morelos, and you're talking about the young boy McCrory. Who's the oldest?
McCrory, is, you know. McCrory's oldest, isn't he?
I think
Bates.
Bates is 22, I think.
Right. You know, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Where's that came from? We'd never seen it coming, did we?
Wonderful. But I've mentioned these three guys since I've seen Clark ties them, especially young McCrory after I think it was a Partick Thistle game when he got interviewed. You could see the youthful exuberance in the guy, but he carried himself well. He spoke clearly. he put his message across, and I think he's got the making of it. He's got that captain's armband. And as I said to you, he may find it stupid. I would have gave him it when he first got into the team.
And he's so nice, isn't he, big man? He's a proper god. Yeah. He's a good stopper, man.
Can I just quickly ask
I'm going to go, guys. I've got a couple of things.
You got another level of that skyscraper to build?
No, yet. We're in the basement today. Right.
All right. You only get to know the skyscrapers for homers. See you later, big Al.
Take care, boys. All the best.
Cheers, Al.
Yeah. Could I just ask a quick question? See how obviously now we've got this sort of real good influx of youth players. Do you think now this is the way the club will be going? You know, giving youth a chance? Because I'm really, really excited, and I think that's kind of why I'm not sort of too worried about the league, because I know that we're bedding these young boys in. You know, and okay, we've signed boys like Doherty, and obviously we've signed Bates for the development squad, but do you not think these young players and how excited the fan base is because of that? Do you think we need to really give them the boys some time and give them some time to get in, bedded into the first team, because the fruits are really starting to show, for Ock and Howie.
Definitely, in my opinion, Mike Vernon, don't know if I can speak, but what you're saying there, mate, definitely, it looks good, like in the Chlorine, the troops coming through. Do you know what I mean, my man? I would say. It's looking good for the future.
Big Ulster. Yeah, I agree with Mike. I think we one thing we can probably all agree on when it comes to spending and what we have to spend. Obviously, the team across the city have a lot more money power or spending power, but we're going about it in different ways. We're picking good Scottish talent. Some will come through, like some McCrory. Others we've actually went and seeked out, like the Doherty and Bates. And we've done really well. Our recruitment's been very, very good. The youth is doing a great job for us. And if they grow together and you add a few more, and obviously, like St. Murphy, you're going to add experienced players. It's about getting that blend right. If we can keep all these players, then like Mount, I think Rangers' future is bright, to be honest.
Yeah, look, I was just thinking on those young blokes. To this point, they've stood up really well, but imagine when it comes the day that we start winning trophies. To do that, then you start to create that bigger bond. We know how Rangers support, just adores legends and trophy winners from days gone by, that when those young boys start to sense that appreciation, it could go through the roof. And who knows, for us, it might only be 9, 11 weeks away. So it'd be great if it did happen. Fellas, I'm going to need to get moving. Great show. Looking forward to the weekend. I reckon it's hopefully that first moment where we really tip over that mob and they sense we're definitely about the place.
Here, mate. Thanks very much for the call. Always a pleasure to hear from you, mate. And anybody, consider where you are in the time that is over there at the moment. Thanks very much for the call, Lirdy. You look after yourself and the family, mate.
You too, fellas. Have a good day.
Cheers,
mate.
Good night, bud. Rudy Bert?
Yeah, I think it's smashing. I mean, you've got boys like Rudden, young Palmer, Attica, these boys are all starting to catch
Aidan Wilson.
Aidan Wilson as well. I mean, I saw Aidan Wilson playing against Aberdeen last season, to be honest with you. I thought he was one of the best players in the park. It's the older pros that let us down that night. It was the guys like Aidan Wilson and Bierman. These boys are starting to catch the eye now. Next, couple of years, hopefully we get 2 or 3 of them coming through the ranks into the first team, McCrory, Bates, Doherty, it's like smashing, so it is. I mean, the amount of time we wasted when we were in the lower leagues, and they boys were completely forgot about, there was no scouting network, there was nothing like that. So what's happened in the last couple of seasons for me, has been nothing short of miraculous, to be honest with you. I mean, that January transfer window, guys like Doherty and Cummins, that was brilliant. So it was. I really wasn't expecting that. I think I said that last night. I was expecting a couple of players. I was hoping for a bit of quality, but it was a cracking transfer window. And allied in the next couple of seasons, with some of the boys coming through, like as I say, boys like Attica and Palmer and boys like that, it's just it augurs well for the future as far as I'm concerned. The more we get through the development squad, the better, in my opinion.
Bridgeman, then Gary. Bridge.
I agree with Rudy there. The youngsters that should be coming through, we had stalled simply because of our situation, that's the truth. But some of the boys are coming through now. I would love to see the young Aidan Wilson back in contention anyway. He's blossomed to me, big fella. Let's see if he can do the job. He may be one of those guys. I think we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago. He may be the guy that stands in as a centre half and becomes a star, or indeed do it the same way he did with Ross McCormick. Just move him up into midfield as a defensive boy there.
McCrory, no McCormick.
No, McCormick. Sorry, I do apologise. But that's the kind of things I feel as well. I just feel the same as everybody. I just want the best for the team. I just want to remember in my mind, I want to remember what's happened to us in the sense that we were there and we're now here and we're marching forward, step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. That's what I want. And I'm so desperate for Rangers to succeed. And we need the youth to do it. So come on, the youth, and let's make it happen for us.
Gary?
I'm delighted with the way the young boys are coming in at the moment. It's been a long time coming. If you remember going back to Warburton, he seemed to be all about bringing the youth, but it just kind of seemed to stop out of nowhere. Do you know what I mean? But somebody who's not been mentioned tonight, and I know Ibrox isn't here, so but I would mention Andy Dallas. Not just to be funny, but he has he's been banging in. He has been banging in the goals for them. So I think it may not be long before he gets a shot as well.
Well, they're all. Well, the chances of them all making the first team are remote, but it's great for the boys in their career. They're banging on the door at Rangers, and they might not make your club. They might come back and haunt us, but that's just the way for boys. People are going to make a decision to make young men when they're 20, 21. You get it right, you get it wrong.
Ox, what do you think about Ryan Hardy? Because he seems a strange one, Ryan Hardy, doesn't he? He seems to be in a boot. He seems to have been in a boot for quite a while, and he keeps putting him out on loan, the boy,
Well, his contract's up this summer, yeah?
Aye.
And he's at Livingston in loan. And he's
done well.
He's done well there, But whether they think that's maybe his level, mate, I don't know. Because if they've had a look at him, that's been that's whether we like it or not, that's been Warburton. Obviously, Kachina came in, and a couple of times that Graham Murphy's been involved, and none of them have had the confidence to say, right, put him in the team.
Yeah.
He's
done well at Livingston. He done well when he was at St. as well,
When they scored the 2 goals and he sort of debut, was it his debut? I think it might have been his debut against Dumbarton. I think McCall was the manager.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Actually, aye. It just seems a bit of a strange one for me. I'd like to see the boy get a couple. Maybe we could play him in some early cup games and stuff. I know he has had it. I know he has had a wee go in the first.
I think his time might have went, mate. Honestly,
yeah.
But I've been round before, 1989.
Guys, can I just quickly come in with a wee tip? Yeah, just a wee tip for you all.
Go on then.
I think we should all go with Tav for first goal on Saturday. Somebody's just put on Twitter that they've just had a tip off that Colum is planning on giving us a penalty in the first half.
I love it.
And to all the Tims out there.
Crazy, Gary. That'll be the crazies for the East End pushing that.
Just a quick one, lads. Just to all the crazies out there. That's why I wasn't on the show last night. Me and brother William were up the lodge. You know what I mean? Just get it out there, right?
Well said, now. Well said, pal.
Honestly, mate. Jesus.
Well said, mate.
I thought you were going to say you were out hunting them down.
Oh, there's Alan. How you doing?
I'll wait till I'm brought in. Thanks.
Right, in you go, Al. In you go. Come on, the party's open to all at the moment. In you come.
I heard he's talking about player of the season, and I think we've got to mind that. I said this all right, didn't I? Player of the season. We're talking about the season. We can't just pick out a couple of players that have just joined the club and had a couple of good games. I mean, this guy Tav's been forcing your team on for since day one, isn't it?
I would agree with you there, Alan. That's what I would say. And I'd also put Candace's name in there as well, mate.
Aye,
You know,
he's
have
definitely there.
advantages.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with you, Alan.
I'm going
Watch
to
yourself
change.
with Rudy, Alan. Watch
I'm
yourself
going to
with
change.
Rudy.
I'm going to change. I'm going to change the subject, whatever that is. I'm going to change the subject slightly and get your opinion on a story that broke about 11:05 last night. Did anybody pick it up?
Mr. Murray.
Mr. Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Right, I'm going to be selective in your words if you feel strongly against or even for. But what was your thoughts on that, Bridgman?
Well, you know, what can you say? I think somebody mentioned this probably 6 or 7 months ago. They'd heard a small rumour that Mr. Murray wanted back in, but, you know, I've said it then and I'm quite confirmed now. I can honestly say I actually don't want the guy anywhere near us. Please, is this I know it's a blast for the past. I don't even know what the story is in reality, other than it's somebody he wants to come and put money in. Well, I think he should just tell his bank to put the £50 million he owes Rangers, put it in, and be done with it, and just go away, leave us alone. That's my opinion. I don't want him anywhere near us.
50 million.
Well, that's where we are. 50% of the money that we've lost there.
I get that. I get your comment. Ulster.
Hopefully it's just a sick rumour, to be honest. I don't want him anywhere near our club. He started it off. That's why we've been through 6 years of hell. And no way do I want to see him or others like him. When the Rangers, when we went through to get our club back to where it is now. For him just to waltz in and put it again, like he can just start making a coin out of Rangers again. Don't want to say too much because this gets a bit about it, but not for me. I hope he's never involved for our club again.
Somebody to compare. I think Ox is out now.
Mount, you take care at the moment.
Aye, no worries. Alan, what's your thoughts on Mr. Murray or David Murray?
I hate him as much as anybody else. I still love him for his early stuff that he went and did. And I would still take his money. I don't care what Indy says, money's money. But I wouldn't want him being like in power at Ibrox ever again.
Good point, mate. Rudy Bear, what's your thoughts, mate?
For me, Mount, see, to be honest with you couldn't put a price on what he done to us. It's as simple as that. There's no amount of money would make me feel okay about what he done to us and what we've had to go through. It's big ultras there in the last 6 years. I don't want him anywhere near Govan, never mind Ibrox, mate. I want nothing to do with him.
Can I just say as well? No, but she's Murray Minch comes out these
I wasn't finished talking there.
All right, just carry on, Rudy.
And I don't want him anywhere near us. It wouldn't make any difference to me what figure he comes up with. It'll never be enough for what he put us through. And he was responsible for it.
It's just media talk. That's not a comment in the room. We're only commenting.
Want him nowhere near us. Simple as that. I don't want his money and I don't want anything to do with him.
Right, we'll go to Bazza next. Bazza, remember there's kids listening to this all over the world in different places, so be respectful in your language. Carry on, mate.
As the Belgian was just saying there, I totally agree with everything that he just said. You know what I mean? If he wasn't a cripple, I would cripple him.
All right, fair enough. You've made your point. All right. L63?
I've been, mate.
Oh, sorry, mate. Mount, I never heard what your thoughts were.
Aye, I think it's a very emotive subject for guys. I think David Murray, to reflect on David Murray, he brought Rangers some success. He really did, but it came at a cost to the club and to the fans. And I think some of the boys, articulating that really well. I think Mr. Murray really shouldn't be anywhere near our club, considering when we really did need him back, 3 or 4 years ago when the charlatans were about. When was Mr. Murray about then? For me, guys, we might not have an agreement across the board on this platform, but I think we've got guys in place now in our board who have Rangers at heart, and best intentions of Rangers, financially and commercially. So for me, it's very, very important that we move forward, no backwards. And I think that would be a backward step for the club if we were to engage with David. But for me, guys, I hope that we can we can debate it for what it is. But as I said, I can understand people's feelings towards it. But when we should debate it in a good manner.
All right, fair enough, mate. Gary.
It's quite simple for me, mate. The fact that he sold the club for £1 says everything for me. That tells me how he really felt about the club. So that's all I can say about it, mate.
You cut me on.
Can I come in?
On you go, Al. On you go.
I was just going to say that I know that the papers love to pick up on the point that a coin was kind of tossed across the table, but that was one of those kind of, there's a word for it. Sugar. I can't think.
Coin's the word you're looking for. A coin.
No. It's a kind of kid-own sort of thing.
Nominal fee.
The main thing was he was saying, all right, as long as you pay off the debt. The main thing I've got against Mr. Murray is the fact that he said to us for, let's think, since about, 8 years or so, he must have been saying the same thing, and it was, I'll only sell on to someone who can take the club forward. And then that shyster comes in, takes it, and he says he's been duped. And I just think, you're just telling lies. And what someone said 20 minutes ago, we're back on an even keel kind of thing going now. I know all of a sudden there's a rumour. And okay, that is a rumour. But rumours all come from somewhere, and you think, see if you really love the club.
Can you tell a liar lies, mate? Being honest with you,
but if he loves the club, he can stay away. Stay away. Don't tell us. I know that. Don't tell us anything's what I'm thinking, though. And just keep your money on the QT. Like, nobody has to know it's coming for him. But if it works its way into your vaults, then fair enough. That's what I would take his money. But that's all.
No, sorry, Alan, I can't agree with you, mate. I wouldn't take a penny off the man. Honestly, I really wouldn't, Alan. That's how strong I feel about it. There is, as I've just said, there's no amount of money would make up for what he done to us and what he put us, because he's a big part of what we've went through in the last 6 years. He's one of the main protagonists and all that, Alan. And we struggled badly in the last 6 years because of him and the other
He loves his money, but he loves his power. So
he's not going to part with. Anyway, look, we thought we'd have to discuss it. It was a story that broke last night. It's no grew arms and legs. It looked as if it was going to explode last night, and that would the whole show would have been took away. It looks like a story that's been put out there. It might even be an old story. So, but let's put it down to somebody try to unsettle us in the build up to a Rangers Celtic game.
This has been a bit of undercurrent in this rumour, though. It's been going for months, Ox. This is it's been going a while now.
It's no new.
No, that's right.
It's no new.
It's no coincidence that when it's been put out, though, confidence is high with us and the support, and everybody's together, and then you get this thrown out a couple of days before an Old Firm game.
Well said.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
I think that's what we need to look at as well here. And if it is a rumour, and if it's not true, Rangers as a club need to be looking at the people who have put that in the paper and asking questions. Why do you put rumours like this out that no factual basis behind it at such an important time?
Could I just come in? Could I just come in just quickly, just on the rumours situation, maybe just to change up a wee bit? If there was obviously strong rumours on other platforms from a well-known bear type of thing. A guy called I don't know if I think his Twitter handles the Four Lads Had a Dream blog guy. Really sort of close to the club, I think, the guy.
Are you going to tell us about Cummings, Docherty?
Yeah, he's already covered that.
Well, don't come in here at this time of night
and
tell
us. Sorry.
Gary broke that one night.
All right, okay.
Gary get shirked for it because it was old news as well.
Oh, right. What's the thoughts on that?
We're not going to talk about it again because you want to talk about it.
Come on. James McArthur, man, he's got to be inside. He's got to incite you.
One of the things is, James McArthur is a player that would fit. I would have liked to see at our club. But how many midfielders are we going to sign?
I know.
That's the thing, but I mean, look, if 2 of the 3 rumours come through, Murphy and Cummings, that's a starter for 10 for me, as we said earlier on. Sorry, Mount, we're already...
Sorry, mate, sorry, I was trying to change it up a wee bit there.
Yeah, sorry. We knew we had to talk about
aye.
The rumour about... But we thought it might have took the whole show, if I'm being honest, that when me and Fox were talking after the show last night, but it didn't. All right, so, look, we've got tomorrow night's show, and then we'll get the day of the game show. So, how are you feeling? What's your thoughts? Can you see as anything else but a Rangers victory? Ulster.
Well, I'm feeling confident, definitely. You know, but at the end of the day, Old Firm games, as you know yourselves, it doesn't matter how good Rangers are playing or they're not. In years gone by, anything can happen in Old Firm. My main point is I hope we play well. I hope we put ourselves, like anything can happen, a bad decision or a silly mistake, you can lose the game, it can happen. But as long as we play well and don't let them dictate the play at Ibrox, I'll be a happy bird.
Mount?
I'm agreeing with Ulster. As long as our 11 lads go on and give 110%, I'll be behind them. I think it's very important that the fans going along to Ibrox get behind the team for the first whistle. Let's get in early. Let's make the place an absolute nightmare for their midden coming into it. It's so important that we make a good start, good quality start, put them under pressure. We all know who we need to put under pressure. It's very, very, very big thing for the fans to stay patient and get behind the team in a bit of roar. Big Ulster will know what it was like at Parkhead in that second half. The fans were getting right behind the team. We need to hear the Ibrox roar for the first whistle to the end of the whistle and just keep going. Just keep it going, as the Bridgeman says. Just keep it going. On the Rangers, good attitude.
Well said, mate.
Gary?
I think this will actually be my first Old Firm game as part of the platform here, so quite looking forward to the aftermath. I'll say the same thing that I always say about Old Firm games, and that is form goes completely out the window, and it's all about who wants it more on the day. The team that wants it more on the day will win it, and fingers crossed that is us. You know, I mean, we know what's at stake. We know what could come of it afterwards if we do beat them. You know, we know where it can put us. So, fingers crossed. And the fans, I have no doubt the fans will get right behind the team for the first minute to the last.
Alan, 63.
Oh, the normal two things I always come away with is application and aptitude. If our players go out there and they've got that correct in their heads and they deliver, then there's only one outcome. When it comes to fans, I think our fans have got to stand up and be counted this time, because all too often they go to that piggery and they mongrels are out there and they're giving it sing song for almost start to end. And sometimes we hear our guys, that's all if it goes against them. But I think it's time we made our own place that tower of noise again that it used to be. So I'm counting all the Bears that are going to keep that going and give it louder.
Rudy Bear?
Just to touch on the last game at Parkhead, I'll be honest with you, I had absolutely no confidence running up to that game whatsoever. Yet by the end of the 90 minutes, I was disappointed we hadn't won the game. This probably is the most confident I felt. I fully expect the Rangers boys to put on a good performance. I fully expect them to give a great account of themselves and do us proud. The only thing that's kind of at the back of my mind is Willie Collum. I don't know how it's hard to find a decent referee in this country. He's no one of them.
That's brother Willie Collum to you, by the way.
Yeah, well, I think he's still making. I think he's still making up for the thing with the dodgy penalty he gave years ago. You know, I think
Cut Broadfoot one.
Cut Broadfoot, aye.
Listen, as long as we score the penalty that he's going to give us in the first half, then I think we'll be all right.
I'm expecting more than one, Gary. I want two.
Bridgeman.
Oh, what can I say? It's been a smashing night, by the way. It's been a really good night. A great discussion. As the shout out time, yeah. For in case I get it wrong.
No.
It's not the shout out.
You can have a shout if you want.
I'll give him a shout out now. It saves any messing about. I just agree with everybody with things they've said. I'm really looking forward to the game. I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's just incredible.
I haven't
felt as excited about a Rangers Celtic match in a long time, let me tell you. I'm really looking forward to this one. So much so that I'm just going to say this to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio. Every one of us Bears, every one of us, keep it going for the Rangers because we're going to need it. Keep it going.
Yeah, Bridgeman.
Yes, pal.
The missus said to me the day, she listened back to the show last night, she said to me the day when I come in, she said, I was listening to the show last night, she says, is Bridgeman okay? I says, I think so, why, what do you mean? She says, oh, he got a wee bit hot under the collar at one point, did he know?
She obviously doesn't know him. He's a shout out, Rudy. He's a shout out.
Well, just like I said there, come on boys, get out there, Mr. Murty, get them sorted, you've got your plan, you must know it by now, you must know your team, gives a performance to be proud of. We deserve a win. We need a win, we really do, because we really need it now.
Alan 63.
Yep, ditto what I've heard, and Mr. Murty, get them G'd up for it, pick the right side, and make sure you get a win, or Bridgeman's head might explode.
Wheels.
Mr. Murty knows what needs to be done. The players know what needs to be done. Hopefully they've had a good session of training this week as well. Let's just get out there and get the job done.
Mount Vernon?
It's all about attitude, guys. Battle fever's on. Let's do it for the Rangers. Good attitude on Sunday. No surrender.
Big Ulster.
Yep, just shout everybody listening in, and especially everybody who called in today. It's absolutely brilliant show. That's one of the best ones I've enjoyed in a long time. So well done, guys. Keep bringing in.
Yep, can I thank everybody who took time to join the panel this evening? Al 63, the one and only Bridge, Gary, Mount Vernon, Rudy Bear, and of course Ulster. And also a special shout out to Baza, Lairdy, Big Al the Global Ambassador, and our mate Travel Rug, who's got out his sick bed to phone in this evening. It's been a pleasure on Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night. Can we also thank everybody who takes part in the lobby and everybody who listens to the show. See you tomorrow night talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, folks.
Shone in the night somewhere ahead. Blue turned into green and then it was red. I'm stirring the night, loud music plays. The light I saw in the night was the penny arcade. Machine seemed to see as I walked around and round the penny arcade. Just to ring the bell on the big bagatelle, you'll make all the color lights cascade. And the music played in the penny arcade. Yes, it played and it played all the time. Pull up and spend your last time. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of Irox. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of Irox. And it's part of every Rangers player's dreams. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of Irox. It's the greatest sight that I have ever seen. It's the blue, blue, blue sea of Irox. And it's part